one block on top of the other and place your forehead on the block, or maybe one block, or maybe no block. It all depends on how much intensity you want to use. Now, it's in child's pose. You want to think lengthen your spine, and you want to extend your arms, not fully to begin with, because we're going to focus our breath. So have your elbows placed on the mat. And try to bring your sit bones back to your heels. Your sit bones back to your heels. So we are aiming to stretch our obliques, our side body, into our ribs. So place in the blocks underneath your forehead. 2 blocks, 1 block, or no block. It's totally up to you. These are all options. And now that you're here in this funny position, you want to focus on your breath. Allow the breath to flow in through the nose. Hold it at the top before then beginning to exhale through the nose. Keep focusing on your breath. Coming away from your busy morning and all that it involved, getting in the car, driving in the traffic, coming away so that your mind is now becoming less and less busy, and all your mind is filled with is breathing in and breathing out. Creating that space in your mind so that you can settle into your body and not everything else that's happening in your life. And if you want to start to work a little bit deeper, walk your hands a little bit further towards the front of your mat. And this is up to you, but if you want to lift your elbows away from the floor to really feel the extension into your armpits and into your side body, into your spine. One more breath. Breathe in. And on our breath, I want you to lift your gaze and move your blocks out of the way, just push them forward. And start to walk your hands without taking your left hip with you. Keep your left hip going back and down. Walk your hands over to the right. Keep your arms shoulder distance apart. If you need to drop the elbows, drop the elbows. Otherwise, lift the elbows and lower the forehead. If you need a block underneath your forehead, don't be afraid to grab your block, place it underneath your forehead. Breathe now into the left side body. So you've moved over to the right with both of your arms and hands, and breathe into your left rib cage. So just walk your hands over your throat, those hands and arms. Yeah, and keeping this back. Good. One more breath. Breathe in to the left side body, and on the exhale, lift your gaze and walk your hands through center and all the way over to the left. Breathe now into the right side body. One more slow and equal breath, breathing in. And on the out breath, lift your gaze, walk your hands to center. Now start to think into your tailbone. Drop your forehead back to the mat, lift your elbows, think into the tailbone, and you're going to start to lift the tailbone under, draw the navel in a lot, start to roll through your spine, undulate all the way up onto your hands, onto your knees. Taking your knees in underneath each hip and sliding your wrist underneath your shoulders. Spreading the fingers out wide And then dropping the belly button down. Head up, tailbone up. So just adjust, make sure that your knees are underneath your hips and not too far forward, sitting back towards your heels again. So now bring your knees back, make sure they're underneath your hips. You're in tabletop position. Dropping the belly button down, head up, tailbone up. Breathing out as you bring the chin in to meet the tailbone, pushing the heart up to the ceiling. Inhale. Tilt the tailbone, the sit bones, and your gaze, and on the exhale round. Keep going in your own time. Can you come a wee bit more forward? Just not your knees. Bring your knees back. Yes, twist your hips. That's it. That's it. Good. Okay. Keep your arms nice and straight. You're pressing the floor away with your hands. Good. One more time. And then come back to a neutral spine. We're going to take these arms beyond now your shoulders. So just walk the hands closer to the front of your mat. Then we're going to engage your tummy a lot as you rock the body forward, taking the shoulders above your wrists. We're going to micro bend the elbows ever so slightly. Hug them in together so you're not winging them out. Bend them and then straighten. 3 more times. Bend, hug them in. Don't allow the pelvis to collapse up and down. Keep the pelvis nice and strong. Bend and straight. So this is half plank position. Let me have a look. Bend and straight. Keep hugging those elbows in. You're working your triceps. That's it, Heather. Brilliant. One more time. Bend and straighten. Good. Sit back or tuck the toes of both feet under. Sit back onto your heels. Stretching your toes just for a breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Now slide the wrists back underneath your shoulders. We're going to take the right leg out behind with the toes tucked under. That's it. And then with the left toes tucked under and the right toes tucked under, you're going to sway the body forward and back. Stretching into the back of the right heel, into the calf. Swaying the body back and forth. Good. One more time. Sway. Pushing through the ball of the feet and the toes. Coming back. And then placing the right knee down, changing sides. Left leg extends. And using the ball of the foot on the left to sway the body forward and back. Good. And then place that left knee down. We're going to come away from our hands onto a kneeling position. I'm going to turn around for this. And we're going to place our right leg. We've done this before, gate pose. Right leg at an angle. So not all the way back here to the right of your right hip, but just halfway between the front and the back. Okay, everybody all right? 90-degree angle. So ensure your right ankle is underneath your right knee. Your right arm goes to the inside, just the back, and it just slides down and up that right leg. Left arm reaches to the ceiling. Now, before we begin to move, ensure your ribs are in, your tummy's in, and your tailbone is tucked in. So zipping up through your midline, stretch up, and as you exhale, over. Now, even deeper into the left armpit, into the left waist. A nice long stretch of the ribs. Good, beautiful. Try to extend the top arm. Try not to have ballerina arms. One more breath. Keep drawing in the navel and the tailbone on the exhale. Rotate. Good. We're going to change sides. Take the right knee down and bring the left foot up. Once again at an angle. Left arm inside of the left leg. Right arm. Now check the trunk. Ribs in, belly in, tailbone in. Lifting out of your hips. Inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, start to stretch over to the left. Try not to bring the right shoulder forward. Keep the right shoulder good. Beautiful. Right shoulder stacked. Top arm extended. Breathe. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lovely. Now we're going to step up to the front of your mat with your right leg. I'm going to turn around for this. So you're on your left knee and you step up with your right foot. Take your right foot a little bit beyond your right ankle. Just a little. Take your hands to your waist and we're going to rock these hips and pelvis forward. coming into our low lunge position. Now try not to collapse everything in your trunk. So we're working this ribs, belly and tailbone, maintaining that lock inside our trunk. Press into the right big toe and into the right heel. And then bring your arms up to the ceiling and circle them round. For 3, 2, and 1. And then bring your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Keep your trunk nice and secure. Open the arms into cactus. Then you're going to bring the elbows back and the heart forward. So lift the heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades back, and then you're going to straighten out the arms and then pull everything in. And as you pull everything in, bring your heart back. Chin comes in. So a little bit like cat when you're in the tabletop position. From here, turn the palms away, and then as if you're going to move through muddy waters, push the waters out of your way. Push the waters out of your way. Good. Once again, inhale, stretch the arms back. Exhale, pull everything into you. Heart goes back to your spine. Chin comes in, and then turn the palms away. Push through muddy waters. All the way out of your way. Good. We do it one more time. Inhale, bring it back. Squeeze the arms forward, heart goes back to the spine, chin comes into the chest. Exhale, push it all the way out of the way. Good. Bring your hands to your waist. Gently bring the hips back. I'm going to do it on the other side. Right knee comes down, left. So I'm going to turn to this side. Left foot beyond to the left knee, just a little bit. Square your hips, ribs and belly in, tailbone in, and rock your pelvis forward. Start with your hands on your waist. Steady the position, steady the hold, and then reach. Arms up to the ceiling, and we're going to circle. For 3, warming up the shoulders, 2, and 1. And then come into cactus arms, bringing your elbows back, heart forward. And this time if you want to try lifting the gaze, just a little lift. Good, breathe in. And now straighten the arms out from your shoulders and then start to gather. As you gather, bring the heart back, heart comes back, bring in the palms together, and then rotate the palms away, push through muddy waters. Stay low, the legs are working like crazy. Keep going. Inhale, bring it all the way in, gather it up into your arms. Push that, beautiful, Claire. Turn the palms away and then push through muddy waters. Bring in the heart forward. Good. One more time, let me have a look. Inhale, push the heart back, chin comes in. That's it, Suzanne. Good, that's it, everybody. And then turn the palms away, push through muddy waters. Beautiful. Bring the hands back to the waist. Tuck the toes of the back foot under, and then we're going to step up to the front of your mat. Now you need to look back down and move your knee pad out of the way. How do the knee pads work out?
Brilliant.
I should have got them. Anyway, back to our standing position. We don't need the ropes just yet. Feet hip distance apart, and now we'll do our head and neck series. So just nod your head no, right to left. Back to center. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Relax the shoulders. Back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Back to center one more time each way. Right, take your time so you're given an opportunity for the opposite side of your neck to stretch. Back to center and the other side left. Good. Back to center, roll the shoulders for 3, 2, and 1. Hug them up to your ears and release. Hug and hug. Good. Now, you're going to love this one. So this is what I learned at the weekend. I have introduced it into every class. We've done a wee bit like this before. We're going to stand up tall, zip up through our midline, so engage like we did on the floor, tuck in the tailbone, draw the navel in, ribs are in. We're going to lift our heels away from the floor. Now we're going to keep the heels lifted throughout and reach our arms all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale, hold it here. Fix your gaze, it really helps the spot. Now slowly with our really strong quad legs, we're going to bend our knees, keep the heels lifted. Now don't allow the knees to wing out, keep the knees in line with your hips. Coming into our squat pose. Now from here, keep the bottom half from your waist down to your toes exactly where they are. you're going to rotate the torso and open the arms to the right. So your right arm goes back, your left arm goes forward. Then back to center. The legs are shaking, that's perfectly fine. Mine are shaking too. Then open to the left. Try not to twist the knees or the hips. And then back to center. Fantastic. Then from here, we're going to straighten those knees and lower the heels. Isn't that nice? Okay. Maybe there's other ways to describe it. Come into the front of your mat. We're going to step back with our right leg. We're going to keep carrying on. We're going to reach our arms all the way up to the ceiling. Now, I'm going to keep repeating this just so that it gets into your body. Ribs in, belly in, tailbone tucked. So the front knee is bent, the left knee is bent, and the back leg, we're aiming to straighten it. So you need to work mega hard by lifting that back knee and squeezing the right quad muscles, okay? So we're bending into that knee, tailbone tucked, belly in, ribs in. This is crescent. Now from here, we're going to lower the torso at an angle, ever so slightly. We're not collapsing, we're just holding it forward so that we're weighted into this left leg. Then we're going to swoop the arms back, breathe in, and swoop the arms up. Staying low in your angle, coming forward with your heart. Inhale, swoop the arms back. Exhale, swoop the arms up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Back heel is lifted. And swoop up. Fantastic. Now from here, we're going to open to warrior 2, which we've done before. So the right shoulder, right heel, right hip rotates back. Left arm comes forward, right arm back. Good. Back leg stays straight, front knee bent. Now it's a wide stance, but if you need to narrow to make it less active, narrow your stance. If you have a nice wide stance, you can create depth to work a little bit deeper. So everybody's different, everybody's working their own bodies. Rotate your nose to the left. Ensure all 4 parts of both of your feet pressed into the mat, creating an imprint into the floor. Good. Front knee is back. Keep opening the knee to the left. Don't allow the knee to go to the right. Then from here, we're going to pivot. We're going to straighten that left leg, and we're going to rotate the left toes round to your right. Okay, now we're going to pivot on the right foot and bring the right foot round to the left. Good. Now if the back toes are still rotated back, then just do a slight adjustment into the back toes. Okay, now we're in warrior 2 again on the right side. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Right knee is bent. That's it, yeah. Good. Now remember our center, our tailbone and our ribs. Fix your gaze at a spot beyond your right fingernail. Breathe in, relax your shoulders. And on the exhale, we're going to lift left heel, rotate the left hip, left shoulder. So now we're back to our crescent, lifting our left arm, or if the arms are too much, take the arms to the waist. Right knee is bent, back leg is straight, arms to the ceiling. We're back to our little humble crescent. So we lean forward at an angle, press down into the right big toe, sweep the right arms back. Sweep them back, breathe in, breathe out. Grind into the 4 corners of your right foot, breathe in, breathe out. Back knee is lifted, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands to your waist, lift the torso upright, big step up with the left foot, feet hip distance apart. Lift the heels away from the floor, reach the arms up, keep the heels lifted, bend the knees, sit down into your heel lift squat, breathe in, and on the out breath, bottom half from your waist down doesn't move, rotate from the belly up, rotate round to your right. Yes. And then back to your center. And then rotate round to the left. Twist from the belly. Back to the center. Rise up. Straighten those legs. And lower the heels. Now we're at the back. have to do it all the way to the front. Okay, how's everybody doing? Shake out the legs. Okay, back to feet hip distance apart. Step back with your right leg. Bend into that left knee. Now, in your first stance crescent, you want to have your shoulders above your hips. Tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in, ribs in, reach the arms up. Breathe in. Lean forward. Breathe out. Breathe in, sweep them back. Breathe out, reach them up. Grind into the left foot. In. Out. Squeeze the left glute. In. Out. One more. In. Out. Lift the torso upright and then rotate. Right shoulder back, right hip, right heel. Still look into the back of the room, looking at your left fingernail. Outside edge of the right foot, press it into the mat. Lift the back knee, squeeze the thigh, tuck in your tailbone, ribs in, belly in. Good. Keep opening up the left knee. Don't allow it to creep into the right. Squeeze. Engage in your left glute. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the out breath, we're pivoting. Left toes come right. And then the right toes to the front of your mat. Bend into the right knee. Right knee bends. Now if the left toes didn't come fully all the way around, then lift them up and bring the heel back. Look down at your right knee, make sure it's bent over your right ankle. Warrior two. And over the window. We're working hard. Yes. Breathe, stay with your breath. Fantastic. Two more. One more. In through the nose. And on the out through the nose, we're going to sweep. Taking the back heel away from the floor. Lifting the left hip to the front. Left shoulder. Reach the arms up. Lean forward with our heart. Don't collapse the shoulders. And sweep. Now if it's too much for the arms, take your hands to your waist and hold it here. Sweep. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right up. Straighten the torso. Take your hands to your waist. A little soft bend in the back leg. Little or big step up to the front of your mat. Lift your heels. Reach the arms up. Start to bend into the knees. Into your squat. Inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, squat. Exhale. Inhale. Straighten the legs. And lower the heels. Bring your hands to prayer. Well done. Nice few sequence? Yes. Okay, good. So, Parsvattanasana. We're taking the right leg back. Just about 3 feet, so not as wide back as your warriors, because in this one, both legs are straight, okay? So I'm going to turn this way. So now, we get the placement correct of our feet. So your left toes are facing the front of your mat, your heels in line with your toes, but the right toes are out at an angle of 45 degrees. The distance between 2 feet are not too far. So that allows this right hip, when you take your right leg back, wants to go back. So we need to square off those hips, bring that right hip back. Now to assist, if you're finding that really troublesome, is to take the back leg a little bit wider out to the right, okay? And then rotate your right hip back. So Parsvattanasana is a forward fold over 2 straight legs. So we're just going to keep our hands on the waist for now, roll our shoulders back, lift our heart, lift your gaze if you can, and then hinge from your hips. Now the tendency is for this to happen. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but that is the tendency. So to stop that from happening, you need to think into your left heel, the front foot heel, and imagine it driving back, as well as bringing the femur bone, your thigh bone, back into your left hip socket. Okay, so that's the visual inside your body. For the right hip, you want to imagine the right toes or right heel is coming forward. Lift the heart, lift your gaze, hinge forward from your hips with a straight spine. Both legs are straight. Only go as far forward as your body allows. So you might be up here and you can feel the hamstring stretch up here. Otherwise, we're going halfway over that front leg. We also want to ensure that both our shoulders are square. So try not to dip into the left shoulder. Just allow me to just, yeah. This. Yes, very good. And breathe. Fantastic. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bend into that front knee and lean forward, loading into that left foot for a little balance, taking the right toes away from the floor. That left knee is bent, and we're just taking the right toes away from the floor for 3, 2, 1. Placing the foot back down, straightening the left leg, and then straightening the torso. Okay? So just in case anybody didn't know what we were doing there, I'll just demonstrate. So you fold over. See how I'm adjusting my hips to bring that hip back. The spine is long, the shoulders are square. And then we bend into that left knee, taking the weight forward. My back foot is peeling. And then I lift it for 3, 2, 1. So I'm getting this left glute activated. And then place the foot down, straighten the leg, straighten the torso. Okay? So a lot was happening inside my body. I was working everything in the core. Super strong. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So bend into the front knee and step up to the left foot. Left leg steps back, 3 feet distance back, not too far. And then right toes straight, left toes rotated out. Good. Again, issue with balance. Take the left, not balance, but keeping the hips square, take the left foot out wide. Once you're in that position, remember we're trying to keep these hips square. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, lift the gaze, and then hinge forward, leading with our heart. Starting to drive that right hip back, left hip forward. Keep your hands on your waist. And if you're someone where that right hip refuses to come back, perhaps an idea is to put your thumb into the crease of that hip and wrap your fingers so that you're using your hand to gently guide that right hip back. Just the right hip. Okay, good, beautiful, much better that side. Beautiful. And breathe. So both legs are straight. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to bend into that right knee. We're going to bring the body weight forward. Think into your right big toe. It's loading, it's strong. Press into the mat. Peel the back foot away. Lift it away from the floor, or just keep it on the floor. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Lower the left foot back down. Straighten the right. Straighten the torso. Excellent. And then step up. Bending the front knee and the back foot. Good. Shake it out. Little balance. So we're doing another balance now, and this is optional. So I'll show you the modified option and then the full version. So the modified is similar to eagle. We bend both knees and we bring the right leg over the left leg and squeeze the legs together. Squeeze. Flex the right foot. Bring our hands to our waist. Okay, so that's the modified option. The full version is the figure 4 squat. So you take your right foot to your left knee and open the right knee to the right. So you're in a squat, you're lowering the sit bones down, sit onto a chair. Option is to keep your hands on your waist or into the chair pose, weighting the arms up. Okay, so good. Squeeze the legs together, one wrapped over the other, or come into the figure 4. So bend the knees first. Take the right leg over the left if you're doing the legs crossed option, okay? If you're doing the figure 4 option, you're going to have to reach down, take a hold of the foot, and place the ankle on your left knee. Getting your balance is good, Heather. Take your hands back to your waist, and then reach up. So you'll feel this in the glute. Try to keep the top foot flexed so that you're not sickling the ankle. That's it, Claire. Good. Good balancing. Try to bend the supporting leg. One more breath. Breathe in. And on, I breath slowly. Release. Well done. It's not an easy one. So we're doing it again on the other side. So take the weight. Always have a little bend, even if your legs are crossed, on that supporting leg. If you're doing the figure four, you are in your squat, so definitely bend into the knee. We're not holding straight, okay? So from here, weight to the right, bend into the right knee, cross, or reach down, hold on to the ankle. Please keep that top foot flexed, even if you're across your leg, so that you're not sickling the foot. And then reach the arms up, or keep the arms or your hands on your waist. Beautiful. It's a balance, so it doesn't matter which position you're in. It's all about engaging the glutes.
Does that look right?
Yeah. Keep opening. If you're in your figure four, keep opening the knee to the left. One more breath. Breathe in. Do amazing. And on the out breath, release. Good. So the only thing, I didn't want to put you off your balance. No. You're grand, but you're fine. I would flex that foot because if it's soft, the leg's not activated. Okay. So when you are flex or point, that's activating the leg. If your foot's just hanging here, the leg's not active. Yes, everybody wants to do that. So just lift your foot away from the floor. Don't do anything with the foot. Now flex it. Yeah, you're engaging your thigh. Point it, you're lifting your knee, you're squeezing your thigh. Soften it, nothing. Okay? Alright, so that's why it's important. When you're doing your standing poses to activate the legs. Alrighty, what's next? We're coming to the floor for a fun exercise. Grab your knee pad and put it where you would normally sit. You can use two, your foam rock and your knee pad. And have your belt nearby as well. And your two blocks. We're going to need your two blocks as well. Okay. Have your blocks either side of you and your belt nearby. The first position we're going to do is similar to what we just did in our standing figure four squat, Janushirasana. So you're going to take your right knee up, and then open your right knee out to the right. Place the sole of the foot to the inner thigh. Now, if you can't reach the inner thigh, please place your foot on your calf, okay? Not your knee, because your knee's your friend. You don't want to hurt your knee. You need your knee for a bit of time yet, okay? So we're going to place the sole of the foot to the inner thigh, and if I said it's not reachable, then bring it to the calf. We're going to sit up tall, and we're going to do this option first. We're going to take our hands either side of our right leg. Now remember the flexing of the foot. We want to keep the foot active, yeah? Keep the leg active by bringing the toes to the ceiling, heel towards the front of your mat. The heart is lifted, and what we don't want to happen is to reach these toes for whatever reason. People want to get to the toes. There's no money down there, so don't get worried about the toes, okay? So we're not going to ride this spine to get to the toes. We're going to keep our heart lifted and come forward with our heart. Keep the shoulders back, that's it, and just fold forward. So this is the spine, stomach strengthener and extension stretch of the the left leg. So keep the left foot flexed, and breathe. Doesn't matter how far forward. Close your eyes. We're not moving and grooving. So you can just stay in this position. Breathe. Working in on the right knee, opening to the right, and flexing the left foot. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the out breath, sit up tall. Now we're going to grab our belt. We're going to wrap the belt around the sole of the left foot. Taking a hold of the strap of two of your hands, shoulder distance apart. So we're not, don't worry if you have a loop in it, since we're not using the loops. So just wrap it around, taking a hold. So perhaps around the arch part of your foot. Take it with your two hands, not together, but shoulder distance apart. Same thing again, we're going to lift the heart and we're going to use our strap to bring our heart forward. Now see where my elbows are? They're in by my side. We're not winging these out, okay? elbows in, and using the strap to bring the heart forward. Flexing your left foot and looking down at your left big toe. Close your eyes and just breathe. Keep the shoulders going back. Try to keep the shoulders square. That's it, Helen. Good. Sit and breathe slowly. Breathe. One more. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly bring the torso back upright. We're going to take the right knee up to the ceiling, extend the right leg away, just soften the belt for now. We're going to try to light the belt first, and then take the left leg up, place the sole of the foot to the inner thigh or the calf. And just notice there might be a difference. One side is maybe more open than the other, or maybe more tighter than the other. So if you have to place the foot on the calf on this side, that's okay. So sitting up tall once again, hands to the floor either side. Now if you find it hard to get your hands to the floor, place your blocks. Place your hands in the blocks. Lift the heart, flex your right foot, remember keep it active, and then bring your heart forward. Bring your heart forward. Now if you have a tendency to lift the head, lift in the chin, tuck the chin in, close your eyes, and breathe. Good, so you want to now breathe slow and steady. One more. Inhale. And on the exhale, start to straighten up the torso. And then reach down, grab onto your belt, place the belt on the arch of your foot. Sit up tall, keep your shoulders square. And then gently pulling on the belt, elbows in, bringing your heart forward. Keep the right foot flexed. Breathing in slowly. Count to 6, 8 or 10 even, and exhale for 6, 8 or 10. On the inhale, hold the position, and on the exhale, see if you can come a little bit further, just on the exhale. That's it. Good. One more. In. And on exhale, slowly come up. Coming away from your leg. Take your belt to one side. We will be using it again in a second. Take your left knee up. Extend it away. Give your legs a little shake. Okay, good. Now we're going to take the foam block away to one side and place your, sit back down onto your knee pad. And place your blocks behind each of your hips. Everybody's going to be different here. Maybe you're going to have your blocks a wee bit wider, so you do you, okay? So we're aiming to have it behind the hips, but if you need them wider, because you're going to place your hands on the blocks behind you, with your fingers coming into your body. You're going to bring your heels all the way up to your sit bones. And just let me demonstrate first, okay? So we're going to lean back onto our hands. Hands are for support. Feet are flat on the mat, knees are to the ceiling. Just let me demonstrate. And then you're going to lift your pelvis away from the floor. Now, we're moving into reverse table, lifting the pelvis all the way up. You have to squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings. If you're down here, that's okay, because you're strengthening your arms and your shoulders, okay? So we're working towards this, but if you're here, hold it here, okay? Breathe in. And on the exhale, tuck in your tailbone, draw the navel in and start to push into the feet, lifting the pelvis, lifting. Now we don't want to drop this head back, all the way back. Just have it so that your nose is pointed to the ceiling. Or if that's too much, keep the chin tucked in. That's fantastic, everybody. Amazing. Keep it there. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more breath. Control, slowly lower. So that was reverse table. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. If at all the arms are turn the hands around. Okay? It's just I'm not used to it. It is the proper way is the fingers in, but if you want to have the hands turned around, then by all means turn the hands around. I think it's to do with the rotation of the shoulder joint. So if the hands are this way, the shoulders are rotated in, the shoulder joint, socket. If they're this way, the shoulders are rotated out. So it's just a different.
That way.
Yeah. Maybe try with them a wee bit closer in, because I think they're a wee bit too wide. Okay? So if you can try to bring them so that they are even to the outside edge of your mat. Can you? Yeah. And then, and then bring your feet up. Yeah, feet right up close to your body as you can. Feet flat on the floor. We're going to try it again. And then lift the hips up, even if you're here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Get you another one in a second. Okay. Breathe. You're doing amazing. Feet flat on the floor. That's it. So you're using the four corners on the feet. Lifting. Squeeze the tush. Squeeze hamstrings and knees up the dilemma. And then slowly lower. That's brilliant. Very good. That's not easy. Okay. Good.
I'm doing that wrong because I'm hurting my wrist.
It's probably because you're just not used to using your hands and having weight on your hands.
Yeah.
What you need to do, because essentially it's not really the hands, it's the forearms.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to build muscles in the forearms. And that takes time. Now if you have a squeezy ball's brilliant. To strengthen the wrists. You can get, those physiotherapy balls to squeeze. Also, things like, doing our exercise that we do at the start of the class that warms up the wrists, that kind of thing, doing it on a daily basis. But forearm strength is mostly from, the likes of doing your this here and your this here. And also just going against the wall in the house. So, or in the toilet, you're hiding from the kids, like I do. And then go like this here, against the wall, doing your press-ups. Okay, if you're not getting, the bathroom might be small, whatever. Improvise. Kitchen counter, staring the student. Go to the kitchen counter, elbows in, press up, yeah. Now that is mostly for your triceps, without a doubt, and your biceps. But it will also work your way down to your forearms as well. But your forearms, if your forearms are strong, you'll not feel it as much on your wrist. You'll take that pressure away from your wrist. But squeezy ball for sure is good. Those are wee things you can get for strength training. They're like, what would you call them, like a clasp, and you squeeze them, and there's like resistance in them. They're really good as well. I give them to the kids if they're annoying me. Here, go play with that for 2 minutes. Sounding so promising for my children. So, couple more, sorry, I'm getting diverted. Paschimottanasana. So take your blocks to one side. We're sitting on the edge of our knee pad, and then bring your belt once again behind both of your feet. Wrap behind both of your feet. So there's no getting away. In yoga, a lot of the stuff that you do, and even in Pilates, because I go to Pilates reformer class, a lot of the stuff is on the wrists as well. Like even when I'm during the class, I'm like this here in my Pilates, constantly shaking at my wrists, because you're doing a lot of weight bearing on your wrists. So there is no getting away from it. You just have to strengthen your wrists, do the hand exercises, sitting in traffic, circle your hands down by your lap, up and down, open, close. Anyway, Paschimottanasana. So sitting up tall. So we did our forward fold over one leg, and now we're doing our forward fold over 2 legs. Sorry, I beg your pardon. No belt to begin with, because I want you to notice the difference between belt and without that. We're going to use the belt, so just place it down for 1 second. Sitting up tall, lift the heart, and bring the heart forward. Hands either side of your legs. Keep both feet flexed. Pressing the backs of the calves and the hamstrings into your mat. Now, if that's too much, by all means keep those knees bent, but you can still come forward with your heart, with your feet flexed. Feet flexed is the trick. Lifting the knees, squeezing the thigh muscles. Close your eyes, because we're not moving and grooving. Relax the shoulders. Slow and steady breath. Just like we did before, breathe in, 6, 8 or 10, and on the exhale, see if you can come a little bit further. One more. Inhale. exhale, slowly straighten up the torso. Reach down for your belt. Wrap your belt around the soles of your feet. If you can, try to bring your legs together. Legs together. Elbows in tight. So bring the heart up, lift it up, holding onto the belt. Bring your heart forward. Elbows go back. Elbows, that's brilliant. Very good. My other class, they are determined to wing those elbows out. And I'm like a broken record. Elbows in, elbows in. That's brilliant. Inhale. And on the exhale, see if you can go a little bit further. But listen to your body. To do that each and every time. Fantastic. Really good for the spines and the back muscles. One more. Inhale slowly. And on the exhale, slowly releasing the belt. Coming upright. Good. Just place the belt to one side. We will be using it again in a second. I'm going to scoot up our knee pads. You can use it at the top of your mat for a headrest. We're going to scoot the bum forward and lower all the way down. So when you get down, you may need to adjust your headrest. And then slide your heels all the way up towards your sickles. Reach down for your belt. And you're going to take the right knee into the chest. You're going to reach down with your belt and wrap it around your right foot. Keep that left knee up to the ceiling, left foot flat on the mat. And currently your right knee is bent. Now this is optional here. So you can pull on the right foot with your belt holding on to the two ends of the belt. Or if you can start to straighten the leg with your foot flexed. Now everybody's different here, so work with your own capacity. Breathe in just like we did in the forward fold. And on the exhale, slowly and gently pull on the belt with your hands. Now try not to force it. Continue to breathe. Your leg may shake, and that's okay. That is okay, because that is the muscles talking to you, saying, okay, we're going for a stretch. I'm not used to it, but I will get used to it. Now we can take it a little bit further, but everybody's different, so only do it if you can. Take a hold of the strap with your right hand. So you're holding on to both ends of the strap with your right hand. Left hand goes on top of the front of your left hip, and then extend the left leg away. So this pose is called Supta Padangusthasana. So again, everybody's different. If you need to keep that left foot on the mat, keep it on the mat. Now, we're going to take it a step further. Again, this is optional. We then take this right leg and foot out to the right. Slow and gently out to the right. Leg can be bent or straight. Holding onto the strap with your right hand, and you are placing that left hand on your left hip to encourage that left hip not to lift away from the floor. Good. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly and with control, bring the right leg back. Take a hold of the strap now with both of your hands, and with control, release the right leg, just allowing the straps to slide along the inside of your hands, releasing the right leg all the way down to the floor. And then slide both heels up, one at a time, taking the left knee into the chest and wrapping the strap around your left foot. Now to begin with, ensure your right foot is flat on your mat, and take your left knee into your chest to begin with, just to see how you feel on that left leg. And please remember, each leg is different. So one leg may be more tighter than the other, so just take that into consideration. From here, option is to start to straighten your left leg. Close your eyes and breathe into that stretch. This is deep stretches into the back of the leg. And if encourage the right hip to go back and down. Try not to lift it. Deep stretch for the adductors, the inner leg muscles. Continue to breathe. Just so that you are continuously reassuring the muscles to relax and stretch, not grip and tighten. And then slowly with control, bring the leg back to center. Engaging your tummy, take the strap with both of your hands and gently allow the strap to go through your hands as you lower the leg, extend to the mat. Slide both heels up once again, take the strap to one side. Bring your knees into your chest, holding up to the tops of your knees. Rock your body from side to side. And then back to center. If you want to roll over to your right side with your right arm extended behind, place your left hand on the floor in front of your heart and then push the floor away. Coming up into your seated to grab blankets, pillows, coats. If anybody would like a pillow or they're happy with their knee pad or a headwear, yeah, good job, isn't it? That'll be the number. Anybody like a blanket? Bolster? Underneath your knee, anybody? Bolster? No? Okay. First class service. Yoga need you. Right, do you? Sorry. Did I tell you 5 times?
Yeah, what you doing? I have a good sleep.
Don't worry, I'll kick you when it's time to get up.
Sorry, I gotta go. You want that? No, sorry.
No, right.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
You can use this if you wish.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Don't worry.
And coming back into your Shavasana. I'll remind you if you have any lower back issues, you are welcome to bend your knees, have your feet out wide, or have a bolster underneath your knees, just for that added support. Have your arms a few inches away from your body, palms rotated, so that lifts your heart a little bit open. Toes rotated away from one another. And come back to your breath. Your miraculous, unique, amazing breath. And just by connecting to the ebb and flow of your breath, allow your body to melt into the floor. All tension evaporates. And you can fall into a state of bliss. Your body having worked for the past 55 minutes. And now you are accepting this time to relax. Take your awareness to the back of your head. Relax the back of your head, sides of your head, crown of your head, forehead. Relax your eyebrow center, your third eye, eyelids and eyes, nose, nostrils, cheeks, ears, upper lip, lower lip. Unclench your teeth. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw and your chin, throat and neck, shoulders, collarbones, chest, heart, ribs, belly, belly button, hips, pelvis, thighs, knees, shins, ankles, tops of your feet, big toes, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, soles of your feet, heels, calves, backs of your knees, hamstrings, buttocks, lower back, middle back, upper back. Relax your shoulders, your armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists. Relax your thumbs, forefingers, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, back of your hands and the palm of your hands. Your whole body is still. Completely relaxed. just as it's easy to eat too much or too little. It's easy to want to trade it in for another one, more beautiful, less moody, that always wakes up on the right side of the bed without that creaky knee, bad ankle, or peeling skin. It's easy to forget because we forget that behind rust there is shine. When you come back to yoga after months or years and crust has set up camp on your creaky bones and cobwebs have formed in your too tight muscles, remember, behind rust there is shine. Behind that second muffin is a desire to be happy. Behind that cup of coffee is a desire to feel alive. Behind everything you do for yourself, there is love. Behind rust, there is shine. Take a deep breath to moisten the cloth and grab your polish. Under the hardened layers of the heart, uncover the hidden inscription embedded in gold. You will always be enough. Taking your awareness back to your breath. Expansion as you breathe in, contraction as you exhale. Awareness of your parts of your body connected to your mat and to the floor, the space that your body takes up, on the floor and in the studio. Awareness of your surroundings and the signs. And then take your awareness to your hands and to your feet. Slowly wiggle up your body. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. And relax. Relax your hands and relax your feet. Take your awareness into your belly. Draw in your belly a little. Slide your heels one at a time up towards your sit bones. Knees to the ceiling. Stay here for a moment, allow your spine to adjust. When you're ready, take your knees up towards your chest, holding on to the tops or underneath. Lengthen your spine and rock your body from side to side. Come to center and reach your right arm up and over your head. Roll on to your right side, left hand on the floor, keep your eyes closed. Rolling on from your right side, push the floor away with your left hand, slowly coming up into an easy cross-leg position. Sitting up tall. And bring your hands together. Rub the great feet in the palms of your hands. And then place them over your eyes. Open your eyes behind your palms. Squeeze them shut open. Squeeze them shut open. Look up. Look down. Look to the right, to the left. Rotate clockwise, anti-clockwise, and then close them again behind your palms as you bring your palms together in front of your heart. Sitting up tall, I want you to think of a little positive affirmation to yourself, and maybe it is the mantra.